So we're gonna be calling Indian scammers. We're gonna be calling Indian scammers today. We're gonna find a girl. I don't know, girl voice. So
Supercharge your voice with voice.
we're gonna use this one. Let's get one with like a good one.
Supercharge your voice. Supercharge your voice with voice mod.
Or like, hmm. What about an old man?
We'll do an old man. Um,
Hello. Yes, I found that on my phone. Yes, on my account. Okay. Nice. Nice. Wait. Someone hacked my account. Yes. Yes. Hello. Stop it, please. Stop it, please. Ah, sweet boy. Ohio. City. And thanks. Ohio. Isn't. Wait. A. B. C. D. E. The Please better. Yes. I have done the connection. Alright, wait. First, on the disconnect. The disconnect. Alright. So I got a. I got a. Give me a second.
So we're gonna get an old woman voice. Old man.
Supercharge your voice with voice mod. Supercharge your voice with Supercharge your voice with voice mod. Supercharge
Supercharge your voice with voice mod.
Supercharge your voice with voice mod.
No.
Supercharge your voice.
No. We need old.
Supercharge your voice with voice mod.
Supercharge your
Supercharge your voice with voice.
Super. Super.
Supercharge your voice with voice mod. Supercharge
Supercharge your super
Supercharge
supercharge super Supercharge your voice with voice mod.
Thank you for calling technical support. My name is Alice.
You have reached the Microsoft Fraud Detection Department. By answering this call, you have helped us find your exact location. Thank you. To speak with a live representative, please press 2.
That's funny. Um. Alright, wait. So, give me a second. Mm. Um,
This is for those who know. Wait, uh,
hello. Oh, wait. That, that, Sonny, that sounds good. Hello, 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 hello,
hello, hello.
hello. Is this the fraud department? Sonny, is this the fraud department? Timber. Um, Timber. Uh, wait. This is. Wait. So. Wait. So. Hold on. I'm very smart and intelligent. Power pitch.
That? No. A little bit more? There. Double pitch? Um, hello? Yes. Resonator. Resonator? Alright, got my IP secured. And yeah, Sonny. That's too bad. Device maker. Hello? Yes. Hello? Yes. How do you see that? Oh dear. Is the internet people? on the internet. Oh, yes, this is the internet, people. Alright. PayPal.
Support you can offer me about that?
What kind of support you want?
Well, I saw the popping up on of the popping, so I want to do the doing and try to do my due diligence, right, and try to fix it.
Which wallet you're using?
Yeah, so I wanted.
Claim to be from Microsoft Tech Support. They try to connect to your computer, install a nasty virus on it, and then keep control of it for a ransom. I ended up staying on the line with this guy for over an hour, because wasting these scammers' time is my way of protecting innocent people from these scumbags. Here are some highlights from our ridiculous interaction. Enjoy.
Thank you for calling Microsoft. How can I help you?
What was your name again?
My name is Bill Stewart. Can you help me with your name?
Yeah, it's Abdu.
Abdul.
Yeah, right.
So what is the problem you're facing that you are getting pop-ups?
I'm opening my computer here all the time, I don't know if it's like I got a bad virus or I buy something, my friend tried to explain to me, but every time I open the lid, there is like really nasty stuff on my screen, man.
So there would be a cost involved. That would be around $300 to go ahead and check it. If you want, I
Wouldn't you just love it if a tech support scammer I would have a look at his browsing history to see what he gets up to in his spare time? Well, it just so happens that's exactly what happened to me just a few days ago.
Okay, the card has your name on it?
Yes.
All right, and go ahead with the number, please.
It's 3, 2, 1. Good evening. We are live on television right now with an investigation into scam callers. We have the FBI on the line.
If you keep getting annoying scam calls from India, this is what you have to do. When they ask for your first name, say Sheila. When they ask for your last name, say Giovanni. When they ask for your credit card, be like, I know you want it, but you're never gonna get it. If you keep getting annoying scam calls,
So this is Harold Wong from Wong Chinese. I have an order of orange chicken, beef broccoli, a sweet and sour chicken lo mein, and order of ribs.
Hi, this is Eddie from Bitcoin by Phone. How are you doing today? Great. As I said earlier, I'm from Bitcoin by Phone. It seems like somebody has gifted you some Bitcoin.
Yes, hello, this is the Chinese buffet calling. Last time you come in, you eat way too much.
So this is Harold Wong from Wong Chinese. I have an order of orange chicken, beef broccoli, a sweet and sour chicken lo mein, and order of ribs. It's ready for you to
Indian scam call centers steal millions of dollars from unsuspecting people all over the world every year, and they have a ton of different ways of earning your trust. Sometimes they pretend they're the IRS, threatening you with literal jail time if you don't send money immediately. Other times they'll pretend to be someone trying to give you money. These companies are well known by the Indian government, as well as police forces and governments around the globe, yet they continue to steal somewhere around $70,000 every day from unsuspecting victims. I decided I'd dive in and find out more. If you're one of the 60 million people who've been scammed out of money within the last year, the odds are decent your scammer originated in India, and in particular the city of Kolkata. That's because there are several companies based there that have quickly become the leaders in this $20 billion industry. And while you might be familiar with some of the scams, I'm looking at you, Nigerian prince trying to give us money, you might not know about the huge operations happening in Indian call centers. They utilize a combo of phone contact with online deception to bilk innocent people out of their cash, their savings, and TBH, their faith in humanity. And worst of all, these call centers focus on people over 65 because they know that crowd is less internet savvy and more prone to fall for people calling them about official issues. But to be clear, the scammers are more than happy to steal money from people of any age. So don't think you're in the clear if you're not entering retirement age, my people. So let's get into how the scams work. There are a few flavors of Indian call center scams, but they all rely on pretending to be a legit company or someone from the government. In a nutshell, they gain the mark's trust over the phone and end up convincing them to provide info like their bank account number or their social security number. One of the most popular scams that Indian call centers use is to pretend to be the IRS or whatever entity handles taxation in countries outside the US. In this case, the scammers tend to go the straight-ahead route of calling people directly. That's likely due to the supposed severity of the problem that they're pretending to be calling about. The scammer will say they're with the IRS and inform the person they owe back taxes. They not only inform the person of their debt, they threaten to arrest them if they don't pay, and pay now. So the people being targeted will often start sweating buckets and give whatever info the scammer is asking for. The scammers even claim to physically be holding a warrant for the person's arrest in their hands. They say they can go to court or pay a fine of $75,000 or do an out-of-court settlement right then. Not surprisingly, most people opt for the third one. And what's wild is that sometimes people are so flustered, they don't even think it's weird when the scammers tell them they can pay by sending prepaid debit cards and gift cards. So before you go ahead and choose that third option, remember the following advice, direct from the IRS. The IRS doesn't ever ask to be paid via gift cards and prepaid debit cards. They don't even ask for wire transfers, another common request from the scammers. Frankly, if you're going to hear from the IRS, it's going to be through the Postal Service. They also don't threaten to bring in the authorities to have you arrested after calling you, mainly because there's always some sort of appeals process you can choose to make sure you actually do owe them. The Indian call center scammers do a similar grift with social security numbers where they claim to be from the government and they tell the victim their SSN was used in a crime. Like the IRS scam, they convince the person they're facing arrest and they have the option of paying an immediate fine to avoid trouble. Again, they often ask to be paid in untraceable and non-reversible payment styles like gift cards. Although, you know what's not a scam? Subscribing to our channel. Just saying. Another method involves actually getting people to dive into their own bank account online. There's one variation where victims receive a call, but it's way more positive sounding than the IRS or the social security number calls. The scammers make it seem like the person is eligible for a loan, aka, hey, we want to give you some money, let's party. Then the grift goes one of two ways. Sometimes they insist the victim prove they'll be able to pay the loan back by sending a little money up front. In that case, it's similar to the other scams. But other times, they're a little trickier. They'll make it appear as if they've literally put money into the victim's bank account, then ask them to send some of that amount back via gift cards, etc. But in reality, no money has actually been put into their account, so any money they withdraw and send is just their